Okay, now we're going to play the City of the Hell mod with several mods added to it. I showed these mods in my last video, and I'm just going to kind of run down what mods are going on. In this one, I'll turn my light on just briefly, and give me a chance to check out my camera. This is just a camera pointed at my Roku. Getting it as close as I can there. Don't know if the, yeah, okay, the bottom of the TV's sticking out there. I think that's pretty close. That's good enough. Okay, so this is the City of the Hell mod, but it's also the 100% critical shots, Christmas tree ivies. The ivy's bulbs glow green and red. I'm going to do a new game. Actually, I'm going to back up and make sure I've got some tame there. I've got the Elsa Walker and Arklay Sheriff. So that's a pretty cool costume to start out with. In case you haven't seen the Elsa Walker costumes, just based on the Resident Evil 1.5, which was what Resident Evil 2 was going to be, starring Elsa Walker, and it's her motorcycle suit. We'll go arranged, say new game, and we'll go to clear. Okay, so the Christmas Ivy, also the Suspicious Cat ink ribbons, which I don't think ink ribbons are used in this. I've also got a photorealistic shade. I don't remember if the photorealistic shade is on this game or not. It was on the last one though. So the last video where the game really wasn't running great, it did have the photorealistic shade going on. And I figured that out. It was an error in the AMD program that didn't set it up with the undervolting and the slower RAM speed, slower card speed stuff. So it was actually running like crap. But I restarted the AMD program, and it worked great after that. We're going to have the no gangster shooting. So I think that's for Leon, but it might be for both, where they don't turn the pistol sideways like a gangster when they shoot it. And Mr. Liquor, which replaces Mr. X with a liquor. Now I'm not going to play through this entire game. I'm just going to play a little bit of it. I might play some of Claire's mission and then switch over to Leon just to show a little bit of both. But this is a significantly different game than what you're used to. If you haven't seen the City of the Hell yet, then get ready for Resident Evil Overkill. It's but again, the 100% critical helps considerably. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do the Hell. The Abyss of the Hell is too hard. There's a... Let's see if it will actually focus here.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
Focus. Come on. It's not focusing. Don't know why it's not focusing.
I'll be back.
There we go. Camera's being a butthole.
I will. I gotta go.
Okay.
What is it? I think I'm gonna get in trouble.
Now you know it says that her heart fills with dread, but she looks like she's totally calm and she's not at all feeling a heart filled with dread at that particular moment. No. Okay, now just to kind of stabilize what I'm playing here, I'll go ahead and show. I don't mind showing my settings real quick. This is my gaming computer, DX11 full screen. We've got 4K interlaced, 100% image quality, 60 hertz, 60 frames a second, VSync on. We've got FXAA with TAA anti-aliasing. I could probably get by with TAA if I wanted to help improve performance slightly, because really there's barely any discernible difference between FXAA plus TAA and just TAA. 2 GB high texture quality, 8 times high anisotropic filtering, high mesh quality, high shadow quality, shadow cache on, contact on, screen space reflections on, subsurface scattering, volumetric lighting high, particle lighting high. We've got ambient occlusion, blooms on, lens flares on, motion blur is off, depth of field on, lens distortion on, film noise on. And as you can see, it's pretty high. I've actually cranked it up higher than that in the normal game. And the reason these are slightly lower than what I had it before is because once you have 20 zombies on the screen, it slows down. So this is 4K. Now, here's the first big difference. We can see that a item crate is here at the gas station. So you can start up right away with your item crate. And if you notice, the Samurai Edge is there with a full magazine. So I'm going to go ahead and put this away and take my Samurai Edge, and this is the stock Samurai Edge original. Now, one thing about City of the Hell is no infinite weapons. So even though the infinite weapons have been unlocked, you can see that the minigun is one barrel load of rounds for a minigun is 400 rounds, one rocket in the ATM-4 rocket launcher, 32 shots in the extended banana mag, whatever, for the LE5. A special gun that's not in the original game called the Broom HC, 9 shot, 9mm. And then we've got our Samurai Edge and then Jill's SLS-60. So there are no infinite weapons in the City of the Hell. So first thing you're going to realize is you're in hell, and see, she's holding it sideways. So the don't hold it sideways is for Leon when he has the 1911. I'm going to skip this. Okay, now the next thing we're going to notice is there's an item here. It's actually on the other side, but if you get close enough you can get it. So I'll just do that. We've got a gunpowder in the gas station. So this must be Missouri, because they sell gunpowder at the gas station.
Are you okay?
Okay.
Wait here. We'll check it out.
Alright.
Don't come any closer.
Now, the kind of instant kill effects haven't really kicked in yet. This is just me shooting. I'm going to wait, because I already know he's not down yet. There we go. And there's probably somebody right there. Okay. There we go. We have the locker. Okay, we're going to have, oh god. Great. See, I should have shot him again.
No way. Can't be alive.
There we go. He is definitely unalive now. Here we have a fanny pack at the very beginning of the game. And more ammo. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody else up. Now I'm still fine. So even though I got bit, this isn't on, whatever hardcore difficulty where one bite is instantly. And look, we've got zombies everywhere. Second one. Okay. And I'm getting out of here. Get me out of here. Here comes
Don't shoot.
Rick Grimes. Okay. So now without the 100% critical rate, you're looking at significantly harder interactions here. Now here, you need items to get through this. You can't just run through like before. There's actually an ivy in the way, but there's also a door that you have to blow up. Okay. Now, when you download the City of the Hell mod, it comes with two optional add-ons. One is a 1.5 damage enhancer, but also a you can get the 1.5 with less damage to you. Okay, so and I would recommend using both of those. Now when I first downloaded the mod, I did not do that, and it ended up that I was normal amount of damage caused and taken, and it was very it was much more difficult. So those are offered so that you'll use them. Okay, here's your first. Now I don't have the okay, I don't have the Christmas lights on him, so that must have only been on my other computer. Now there's a dog right here.
Almost there.
Okay, this guy falls out on you. Oh God, another dog. I don't know why that dog's not dead yet, but I'm waiting. Yeah, of course. Oh no, I wasted my grenade. Didn't want to do that. Okay. Okay, I'm not hitting him, and I don't know why.
Shit.
Okay. Well, we have something here on the other side of this car. There we go. Now I've entered, and this is your first Birkin encounter. So Birkin is waiting in front of this place, and I'm kind of forced to use the gun I don't like using. Okay, I'm going to get some ammo, and here he is right here. Okay, now this guy's here. Now you have beaten the very first parts of the game, so you can actually enter the police precinct now. Okay, and there are tons of zombies.
Anybody here?
Okay. Now, first thing you want to do is run for your life. There's your JB, which is a considerably better gun right away. Okay, they're going to gang up on you, so you want to run down. Now, there's ammo on both sides rather than just this one. So this is where you get ammo before. And if you'll notice, they're ascending the steps now. They want to catch up with me, so there we go. They're all on one side. Now you can't go here. That's actually a key door. Whereas before the key was inside, now the key is outside. Okay. Now, usually I try to kind of corral them away so that I don't have to kill all of them right away, but because of how that played out, I kind of had to. So I'm going to get this. Oh great, I can't get it just yet. Oh yeah, I can, because I just need to get rid of. There we go. Okay. Now, you don't have to fight any of them. If you can successfully evade them all, once you finish looping through one time, they'll all be gone. So they actually set this game up to know what to do. Okay, so it's not that those zombies are all going to be there, you know, being a nuisance forever. They'll actually disappear. Okay, after you go through the loop one time. So here we're going to go in here and fight a whole bunch of zombies again. I'm going to take this too, so I'll have more rounds. Skip this, and I might as well save it. Now, I've played through this many times. Let's see, this is a couple days ago. Find 3 medallions. Why not? Okay. Here we go. Now we're still going to have significantly more zombies. The timing of everything is different now. This door is actually blocked, and so you have to wait till they trigger that. She's blocking the path. Now before that opens, I can take this guy out. Okay, that saves me the trouble of dealing with her. Then we have this one dropping through. This guy's here. Got the profane about to die cop here. Okay. Some of the story is different. There's an invincible cop right there. the sheriff. He is essentially invincible. Now they're both waiting for me right there. See? And they're not going to open the door. They're just going to wait. So there, I got rid of him. If I go out there, then they'll probably get me. So I'm going to wait. Okay. Now guys come out of the bathroom. Okay. And oh, someone's right there, of course. And there. Okay. Oh no. God. Seriously. How many more of them do there need to be? Now I can go in here, but I think there's even one more in here. Yeah. Okay. Goodness gracious, sakes alive. I got a grenade. Okay. Blue herb. And exactly. Okay, 6 rounds. And there's more. Okay, got some ammo. Now, right here is the weapons locker card. So that was very helpful. Okay. Now there's one more. See where I'm at. Caution. There's the sheriff. Okay. Go here and get some prizes. Now I've already used too much ammo, but I'm moving. Let's get out of here. I'm going to trigger the Marvin the Marvelous Martian segment.
Nobody knows what caused this?
All right. I'll open this. So there were more zombies in that first part than there are in this entire first part of the game. Okay, now, the trick with liquors that a lot of guys use is they will knife them. So you can knife lickers, and in about 5 good solid swipes, it will kill them. And it saves ammo, because they're tough. I guess I really probably should be conserving. Alright. Now, this is a totally different experience here this time. You have to lure creatures. So I'm going to check. There is a licker in here. There's a bad guy right there. I'm going to knock this guy down on purpose. Just so. Okay. Now this guy's going to get up. Now what you want to do is lure him away. And then there's going to be a licker right there now. And I'm luring this zombie towards the doorway. I'm going to leave. Then I'm going to open the door. There. Now I'd like to lure this licker out here. Of course. You have to be right to his side for this to work. And of course I messed it up. Then he's going to run away with a knife in his hand. So hopefully I can get my knife back from him later once I kill him. Here's going to be, there he is. Okay, now that is definitely not how to do that part, but I went ahead and just took the lickers out, and I can switch over to my 45. Now later on, you actually do get the 45, which I like a lot more. Let me see, actually I think I have, yeah, Samurai Edge still has 15. So I'll use that, and I'll go ahead and break out the broom, which has 9 shots. It's good to get rid of all the shots you have stored up in the guns you're not going to use. But I'm pretty sure that's both of the lickers that mess with you on this part. So, and then there's a, let's see, he's dead. Really tired of that. Okay. So those 3 are waiting right here, and you have to lure them out and walk back to the door. It's time consuming and boring. So I wasted ammo doing that though, because shooting the lickers wastes ammo. Okay.
Hell is up with you?
Okay. Now these 2 guys are going to come out here. Oh. Now there's one more, and he's inside here. There he is. Okay. Okay, and there's more ammo in here than normal. Now, the way this is set up, if you do what most people do and instinctively enter the locker room to use the card, then the next thing that will happen is Birkin will come after you. So you actually want to take care of this guy, get more ammo, then get ready to take out a bunch of these guys. Okay. There's more. There's actually someone in here. I think one of them came out already. And of course that guy. Alright, now the codes are all different. These are backwards. So instead of Ned merge, it's Den, and it's GRM. GRM. Okay. Now, I don't know if there's any more ammo around, but you do get ammo out of this locker. Okay, and there's something. That's your thing there. Okay, now what is this? Let me see. I've got this written down because I've had to figure it out when I played it before. But I think it's 358. Okay, so it's different. You have to go all the way over here to 5. There we go. And these are, you know, what I would consider to be essential upgrades because, especially if you're not using the 100% critical mod, it turns off the focus meter because you have a laser sight. So yeah, getting rid of that focus meter so you can have no laser sight is very important. Okay. Now you don't have the thing to try to cut that off, but you do have that. Okay, now we'll go in here. Now safe rooms are not always safe. In fact, they're quite regularly not safe. And things change as you complete goals. Later on, after you've completed goals, there's actually more ammo right here and right here. There are items. So you don't want to give up. You want to keep looking. If you explore a place and get everything from it, but then you complete some goal, then go and check again. For instance, see, he fell out of there. There's something in there. Later on, when you complete the goal, this locker actually opens and has something in it. So it's very creative the way they did that. Oh, I forgot I was using the other one primarily. So we're going to switch back to my JMB so that I can add this. There we go. Okay, I've got that. Now if I go upstairs, there's going to be a lot more zombies and stuff going on. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to do that before I activate the second Birkin encounter. Oh. That didn't kill him. There you go. Okay. I can go up here too, that's fine. So there's a lot of traps in this game. There are a lot more traps than normal. There are points where there'll be zombies hoarding behind a door, and then they won't open the door. That way you're forced to run into them. Okay, now this one is actually HEL. It's hell. And the way you learn that is this. So that actually tells you what that one is, just to kind of help out a little bit. Now when you get through here, there's actually a licker right there, and he comes out into this hallway. There he is. See him? So I want to trigger this guy, but not trigger the licker. So I'll deal with him in a little bit. When I go downstairs and get the stuff from the locker and deal with the second Birkin, then when I come up, I can actually take out those lickers and the 2 or 3 zombies that are there. And those guys are going to come out from the door. Okay, now you remember this one, but also see there are 2 powders there that were not there before. You don't have the puzzle, but if you notice, every locker has something in it. See that? I'll have to come back for those. And none of these lockers have a zombie in them. So yeah, you get, and then this one. This is Call of Duty. And it's even more. So now you have 9 acid rounds. I need to come back to collect all that stuff. So as you can see, the game is already significantly different, a lot harder, a lot more bad guys. Now I'm using up as much of the 9mm now. Later on when I get the 1911, I'll use up all of the 45 when I'm not using the Army pistol, the revolver, which I pretty much can't stand. So really I'm just clearing out my pockets so that I have more room for stuff. Now it looks kind of blue on my feed here, on my on my viewfinder, so I don't know if this is coming out really bluish. Excuse me. Had an amazing dinner tonight. My aunt-in-law brought over lots of veggies for us. Corn on the cob, some yellow potatoes, all kinds of stuff, pastas and stuff like that. And so my daughter and my wife made a great big dinner of like a potato dish that was really super good, and corn on the cob and green beans, and everybody ate a bunch. We also got some vegan cookies and cream ice cream, and that's actually what I had for breakfast. It was really, really good. It was a good day for eating, and today was the first cool day we've had. He heard me. First cool day we've had in quite some time. It was in the 60s today. It's been 80, 90, 100 from the heat. Very, very hot. So, and we had a kid pool. What's with this guy? Of course. See how they set that up? Where he will not do anything until you run into him. And if I shoot, then the liquor attacks me. And they do that on purpose. He does that on purpose. Okay. Now he's dead. Now there are more of them in there though, and they'll come out and mess with you. You don't have, I wouldn't recommend shooting them. I'm doing that just to show how much easier it is to go ahead and dispense of them with bullets. But you know, using the knife is what you're supposed to do with those guys. Okay, so we come in here, and there's going to be a guy that kind of follows. There we go, and prizes. There's actually bullets here. And there's that guy. Okay. See? Now, who has had that easy of a time with the liquor before? No one. Okay. Now I need to go back and trigger the second Birkin encounter. I need to get my acid grenade launcher, but there's also the ruby lockbox. So things are all paced differently in this game. Okay, now I want to leave as much space as possible because you get lots of stuff, as you can see. Okay, most importantly, I need to get a first aid kit ready. Okay. And let me see, I'll go ahead and use some quick draw here. put this away, these away briefly. Kind of want to use that first aid just because if he hits me, I'll get killed. I will. Okay. Now I have enough room to go ahead and get the stuff done. Here we go. Now there's a guy here. As you can hear behind me, that was Birkin. So now he's waiting. I don't think he'll come in here. There's someone in here. Okay. And magical fireball acid launcher creator there. Super fun. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's right. Now in this one, right there is your mini gear. So how about that? This guy's such a detestable butt punch. You just want to run from him first. Just run from him. Get your position here. Here he comes. Now he's already popped the eyeball out for you. Automatically. And here he comes. And he's dead. And he just disappeared. How about that? Okay. And now we can put the lockbox away, put the ACP away, put the extra ammo away, put the grenade launcher away. We'll go ahead and fit the revolver. Okay. Now, when you play this game, you might be trying to do some crazy stuff with your save files, like as if you're trying to beat some time limit or something. But if you can beat this game in like 7 hours, now look there, then you've accomplished something. This is not, I don't know if speedrunning this particular mod is a thing. I do know that it only gets harder and harder and harder. And it really becomes like insanely difficult as it goes. So it's not going to let up. It's not going to get any easier. It only gets harder. Okay. So but I really think killing those lickers is very beneficial. Sounds like there's, oh yeah, those are all those guys over now. Before, I went ahead and killed all of those guys behind us, thinking it would matter. But it doesn't. Later on, when your bomb goes off, it takes a lot of them out, and you can take them out then. So now here in a second, we're going to have our first Mr. X is a liquor moment. Okay? Here we go.
How fast can you get back here?
Why? What's up?
Now the book's on a bookshelf. How about that?
It's important.
Alright, I'm on my way. Jesus, stay back!
Okay. Okay. Hear the door. Now, the door there is not going to open. Not till later. But one thing that will happen is the zombies you're used to being dead all the time are actually not. So that guy, once you go to get the knife out of his back, is actually alive or undead. He'll get up. He's not just a dead cop or whatever, dead zombie. He'll actually get up. Now that noise is the invincible sheriff getting ready to pop open that door and mess up my day. He's the guy that gets bit at the very beginning of the game. Now there's ammo here. Look at this. There's actually a grenade here instead of ammo. But also there's ammo here. What I'd like to do is, but notice, see that? I have a knife, but I also have grenades. And I have to keep out an eye for that guy, because he's going to keep getting up and messing with me. But in here is where your key is. So they know you're going to be, you have to go in there. Yeah. There's the key. So I had to really fight just to get that key, and that turn burglar and immortal sheriff guy is about to come through the door to make it even more ruinous for me here. So okay. All right. We've made it somewhere. Now see, this is a spade key door now. So you can't go in there and get the herb and the upgrades until you complete this part. Okay. Oh no, that didn't help. Okay. So this is a important one. It is the waiting room, which is, what do we have here? It's 749, I think. We'll try that. Oops. 749. Now I've been through these beginning parts of the game a couple of times to kind of know what's going on. So I'm slightly better prepared knowing how to handle this, but it's extremely difficult.
Turns a museum into a police station.
I'm going to go do something else real quick before I go through that door. I'm going to heal myself and then just get freshened up. I'm not going to trigger Marvin the Marvelous Martian just yet. I'm actually going to go all the way around. See, now there's a fat boy coming out of the door up there. Anyway, so I get to deal with him. Okay. And I think killing the lickers is of utmost importance. But yeah, after I'm done with this, then we'll see the first instance of Mr. X's liquor in the game. And it's actually you just saw it, I mean, I'm sorry, that was the two that I just cut down. Great. Here I'm talking, paying attention. The two that I just killed that were in the room with that with the key were Mr. X. So that's what that was. Okay, so it's good to keep a knife on hand to try to help take out the lickers. 2 of them even if you can, because it helps. Later on, this room has more lickers and more zombies in it. Oh yeah, that's a little bit. Okay. Again, I'm not triggering Marvin just yet. I'm holding off to trigger him. I don't know why, just the way I'm used to playing the game is I hold off the Marvin thing until I've gotten as much done as possible. There we go. Actually, now is when I would, because the key has been used up completely. So now I'll trigger Marvin, and then I'll go. Oh wait, I forgot one thing. And I could actually go to the crate next to Marvin to do this too, so I don't really need to keep running back and forth. But you want to close off the windows in that side pathway. Very important. So this first one I get, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, trigger Marvin, and he's going to say Leon, and then you said, then you say, "I'll go get her." Or if you're Leon, of course, it's Claire coming up to it. Now that's something about this game. The Leon and Claire missions are so linear, and the storyline is, really thin. Like in the original story. Like Ada is the one that is in the garbage room, but in Claire's, it's actually Sherry, but they're both in the same garbage room, right? So that's really kind of poor storytelling, like, and that happens throughout the entire game. You're both essentially doing the same thing, but it's like, you know, kind of crappy storytelling. So one way to that this game kind of fixes that a little is, even though the stories are the same, both weapons are open, all pathways are open. You can handle it either way. It has a little bit more genuine feel to it. So you actually later on you use this book. So I don't need that yet either. Okay, I don't know if 14 rounds is enough. So let's cough up some more rounds here. Okay. I'm going to pause it briefly. Okay, that was to get a second video segment going because it's going to take up a lot of space on my card. Okay, now I'm going to trigger this. Okay, and I'm going to run this way. And there are going to be a couple of bad guys here. One. Okay, there's one more. Okay. Maybe even one more. They really pack them in. Okay, so now I've got that. There we go. All right, now I'm not ready to get the jewel yet, but if you'll notice, there's a large powder and some 45 rounds. This next part is stressful, and there's kind of a way to handle it. What they do is the part where she's like, Marvin, you know, help, there's zombies everywhere. Well, when Leon lies and he says, I'm surrounded by zombies. Well, he ain't lying in this one. He actually is surrounded by zombies in this one. And so what I do is, first thing is I climb up here. And this kind of keeps them from reaching me right away. See that? There we go. That's one down there. Okay. Okay. Okay, you need that. Got your ammo. Okay. Now, I recommend going ahead and taking out all these guys. It's just helpful. Later on, when you come back here very soon, shortly after this, you'll be dealing with a bunch of bad guys. Oh, darn it. Yeah, you should keep dancing around on there, dude. Oh, I see. There we go. And I wasted about 5 rounds there. Okay, now I think all this is done. Now you're used to getting the bolt cutters and then going through here, but that's later. First you have to go through here, and then all the way at the end are dogs, ivies, and the bolt cutters. Okay, so it's tough. I'm gonna run. Alright. So now I can move on to the next part of the game, which in this case is the steam valve. Okay. Now, so I've got quite a reserve going on here. Now the steam valve is protected by liquors. I think I'm going to go ahead and I might shoot them. Well, no. See, the problem is you need space for the items that are there. But the liquors, there are 3 liquors there now instead of 1. And there are zombies everywhere. After you get the items, there are even more zombies. So it is, it's harder. Okay, so let's do this. And I think there are, yes. There's actually a liquor at the end of one of these hallways, right there. So if you do what you think is right and go shoot those zombies, then this guy's coming after you. There we go. Now, he's dead. So, you can shoot these guys and not have a liquor jumping on your head. Okay. So yeah, could there be more on the steps right there? Wow. This place was packed. Now, if you combine large gunpowders, they'll be 45 cal. If you combine the small ones, they're 9mm. Okay, so I'll take out the broom again for now. And the SOS. And I'm hurt somehow. I don't remember getting hurt. Oh, the liquor got me a little bit. Okay. I just need to use up this ammo. Crawl through this pile of, you know, that was probably most of them through that window. Okay. And here we go. Okay. And there's a girl on the floor right here that'll get you. Not ready for it. And there's a guy right here. Okay. and get out of the way, because he's about to come there and beat the crap out of the door. Okay. I'm not going to have enough. There we go. I'll have to go back and drop off some of my knives when I'm done. A lot of patience being tested in this game. Okay. Now, I don't think. Let's see. He's very serious. That one I think is automatic, so you can't kill him. Okay, so there's 3 more of those. Now, I'm actually going to dump off items again. So, I took care of a whole bunch of monsters, so that all I'm dealing with is liquor, but once you go through, one more guy actually comes through the door, and several come through the other side. So you're going to be dealing with them anyway. So here we go. And of course you get the prizes when you get into the star's office, but you're going to go there 2 or 3 times to get all the prizes. This game is switched around. Everything's switched around. So you actually have to go there a few times. Okay, here we go. I think he attacks you. Yeah. See that?
What the hell is that?
Great. Okay. Now, we have dealt with the bad guys. So we can clean up here. Here we have more items than before. We have the last item you want to get, and it's the most important item, the reason you're in this room, is the guard key. And that's to go outside the gate. And that's where you'll get the bolt cutters for the first time. And that's where it tells you. So later there's stuff here. Different stuff though than what's in the original game. Okay, here we go. Guard key. Okay. And if I go this way, I think there might even be more bad guys. Let's see. But I'll show you what they did here. See that? The door is actually boarded up. So you can't just flip the lock. You have to wait until something breaks through that door. And actually it may not ever get broken through. And so you have to go loop all the way around to get to that diamond door. And in that diamond door is actually one of the chess pieces that you have to get after you've gone into the sewer. So there is a considerably more travel. You have to go back and forth. Okay, so we got combined to make acid rounds, combined to make gunpowder. Oh boy. I don't want to lose a knife. See, that made a flash grenade, what I just did. Never done that before. One of the guys I watch, Neon Slice, combined some stuff and ended up making a shotgun. So I guess you can make a shotgun with herbs, certain combinations of herbs. So the game is different. It's considerably different. And I figured, why not try that? So I just tried that, and it ended up making a flash grenade, which is completely crap compared to what I could have made. But I need this board, and I don't want to have to go back for it. So here we go. Probably a waste. But I do need the board there. Okay, so this next part is difficult. Okay, it's difficult. So let's go get this out of the way. I have to add the third board. Or the second board, I mean, to this terrible hallway. Now, at one point, it might be now, there's dogs. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, there's going to be another one. Okay. Maybe another one. I hear rattling. Something's going on right here. Okay, yeah, he's blocked off. So now I need to block off this one, yeah. Here we go. Okay. He tried to keep me from shooting my gun, which I don't like. I think there's even another one here. So are you seeing this? How much crap just hit the fan? Yeah. There were 2 dogs, a licker, and about 8 zombies. If I hadn't closed off the other windows, there'd be even more. And later on, there's a 3rd one that I'll probably go ahead and put in there, but I think this first window, I don't think anything comes through it. So I don't think you have to deal with that one. But yeah, just that little change, getting the key, led to that big difference there. And later on, there's even more. So again, like I said, quite literally, gets harder and harder and harder as you go. Okay, so now, oh boy, I don't have enough rounds to really do what I want to do with this part. So we'll go ahead and do this. Actually, I can do this when I get there, because there's I'll use the Samurai Edge. There's a brief period of time where you're getting to the watchman's little room before you have to deal with dogs out the wazoo and other bad guys. So, extremely difficult part right here. I would say this is the first truly ridiculously hard part. I mean, yes, it's all super, super hard. It's all too hard. But this part actually pushes it to where it's very stressful because of how hard it is. There are a few things you can do to help alleviate it slightly. One of the first things you want to do, and I would recommend doing this everywhere in this game, is kill as many zombies as you can everywhere. He is an auto-triggered zombie. So I killed him, so later on I don't have to deal with him. That guy is usually up there. I don't know why he's not. So I'm going to come up here and take out, oh yeah, he's usually right there.
What the hell is up with you?
Okay, that's her. Okay. And then this guy. Oh. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Okay. Now see, there's a ivy right there. And there's an ivy right there. A third one drops down when you grab, right when you grab the right when you grab the those, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to grab that. Now that, see, now nothing's been triggered yet. No dogs and no IVs have been triggered yet. So that's all the stuff. Now I'm going to go over here, and when I look through here, I can see there's this guy. Oh. Okay. And that's 45. So I'm officially out of ammo. I'll have to do the rest here in a second. This is already open. Okay. And Brad. Okay. Oh boy. So now I have to use the gun I don't want to use. Okay, and I'm going to use this. And some, oh, I think I already used, yeah, there's one in it that's flame. That's a flame round. Okay, so that needs green. So just one flame round isn't enough for the issue that I'm about to have. Oh boy. Oh no, I kind of want to just take it in case. One thing I'm definitely doing right now is saving the game. So, okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put this at the top, put that left, top, down. And I'm going to use some of these heavier rounds. And we're going to just kill off these nasties. Okay, so there's one right there. This guy's automatic. You can't kill him no matter what. But that guy isn't. That guy isn't. So as far as I know, that's all of them that might be attacking me there. I've got my knife, but what I really want is to equip this. And I got my flames. Goodness gracious. Okay. Oh boy. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, I didn't mean to do that either. Missed her, great. Perfect. God. Yeah, and I got nothing else to stab in his face. So yeah, that was a complete screw up from the very beginning. What you want to do, obviously, is go through the broken door. Okay, so I think I kind of knew that was about to happen. So let's do this. I hate that revolver so much. I hate it. I hate it. One of my favorite parts of this game is when you finally get rid of that stupid revolver. Okay. Okay. Get off me. I don't know how there are this many of these assholes here. God. Goodness. Okay. And I hate that because I pulled the trigger once. Okay? And there were 2 rounds left. I'm trying to trigger them. Okay, so I've got a whole bunch of that, useless. But are you seeing how insanely fast these things are? Okay, so now we have significantly less bad guys. That's not all of them though. The knife is good to have ready. But yeah, getting rid of the dogs is essential. Okay, here we go. Now, this part is crazy. You want to just jump right and just run for it right here. And get ready to run. Now, there are a ton of bad guys, but then you get to deal with, oops. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm going to turn this on. Here we go. And then right here, you get this. And you never have to shoot that stupid revolver ever again. And it's glorious. But yeah, bad guys in the safe room. How about that? How about some bad guys in the safe room for fun? Yeah. That's through the back. Okay, 60 rounds. Okay. And you know, I'm not doing good. It was a lot of wasted effort here. Because I didn't use knives on the liquors. I didn't use, I messed up really bad against the ivies there, so, yeah. And now, look at that. You see that? They all went away right when I started shooting. And there's a ton of them right here. Great. Perfect. Ah. guy down there. Phew. Okay, where's my knife? Did he eat it? I think so. Get this crap. Yeah, you don't need it there. There's a knife though. There's a new knife. Okay, but you want to go down here and shoot this guy. Otherwise, later on when you come through there, he'll be waiting. Okay. You want this. That's the submachine gun that you get to upgrade later. It takes a while to get there to use it. So I've got a knife, heal, I need this later. Okay. And one of these, you can actually use it on one of these, but I'll probably do that in a little bit. You see this?
Oh no!
And I think there's more. Yeah, they'll come through the door now after you open this. Yeah. Of course. He's running. Close this off. Great. Don't know why that didn't work. Okay, so did you notice how it was like he was still beating on the window? And there's another person in the office itself. Like someone will come through this window. Okay, you get your battery, super important battery. Then you have a gunpowder and an herb. Okay. So, there are considerably more zombies everywhere. And yeah, I'm going to run back for that herb because every tiny little bit counts. That might have actually been a waste right there, because I don't even think more of them come through there. Later on, you want to block off the doors to the other break room you just came from, because they are piling in there too. Okay, so let's go ahead and take another break here. Okay. Now you come through here to get the door bolt cutter done. I think there might be more. I don't know. No, let's see. Blocking off. Hear that? There we go. So blocking those off helped considerably. And the other one, nothing came out of it, so it didn't need blocked off. This one, they can't come through. They can just jump out and scare you. So there you go. Now there's actually one in here. Right there. And here's the arm for the book. So after all that, now you can get that that part done. But also, notice, that's not a lock door now. So you come in here, and there's these two guys waiting for the lead enema. Okay. Oh, can't do that yet. Can't do that yet. So I'll need to go and dump some stuff off. Oh. So we have gnarly, hissy bastards all over the place. There's one. Hopefully I can trigger him. A knife back, and I think there's another one over here, right there. No, there is another one, I'm sure of it. He's this way. He's way down here. No. Well, I can go in here, get this out of the way. It's the same codes for the lockers, but sometimes different items. So there's that. There's a 103 knife. What I really need first is to get these so that when I go and dump stuff off at the locker, those are done. Now, there's another hisser here somewhere. I don't know exactly where he, oh, I know where he is. He's all around this edge here, right there. Oh crap. Okay, so that gets him out the way. All right. And so now I got to clear out a bunch of stuff. That's for the other wall. Okay, so now I can combine the book with the arm. Okay. And now if you notice I have 180 rounds now of that. And I need to go get a whole bunch of items. Someone's beating on a door somewhere and I don't know who it is. In there? What? So, already, Mr. X is not chasing me around. It's considerably easier not having him chasing you around everywhere. Okay, the records room has a silencer. So I need that. First I need to go way over here. Now, if you could imagine what it would be like to have to shoot these guys in the head 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times before they die, instead of 1 or 2, I'd be out of ammo already. I wouldn't have any ammo at all left, and so it is significantly easier with these mods. If you watched my last video, you saw the Christmas tree mod. Okay, I think that's everything there. I don't know whether you have to open that later. All right, what am I forgetting? Okay, somewhere is the bomb. And I'm forgetting it somehow. Huh. Maybe I already planted it? I don't think I did. Check anyway. Forgot he was there. Oh, all he had to do was come in here. Okay. Wow. And the knife helped considerably. I don't know what I forgot. I think I might have already put the thing in my drawer and I'm just forgetting it. That's probably what it is. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I already have it and I just forgot. That can happen. It wouldn't surprise me even the slightest, tiniest bit if I already have the bomb and I just totally forgot. Let's see. Oh, actually, I don't think I do. There's red. Normal handgun ammo. Okay. Oh wait, I have this. Oh yeah, now I remember. Duh. It's in with the other weapons. So that will go and hook up to it. I don't think I need that just yet. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, you get the shotgun. You get the full auto, the bomb, and the letter from Chris. Something else. Okay. I'll grab this up. Look at this. A fanny pack, which you desperately need. Full auto, pump action, letter from her brother.
This does not sound like Chris.
And the bomb. Okay. Now in theory, you are ready to blow up the stuff. Now how come there's another one? Why? Oh wait. See him? That's the extra. And then there's one there. So that was actually the, one of them was the Mr. X. Oh. So what ends up happening is some of the Mr. X incarnations are frozen. And they won't do anything. They won't attack you, they'll just sit there. Sometimes they'll hiss and act like they're going to attack you, but they won't do anything and they can't be killed. And sometimes they'll behave like a normal licker and attack you. So it's that full spread of different possible results. Okay. When you first encounter Mr. X, who is now a licker. So, and I prefer him to be a licker. It's you know, considerably easier to deal with than when he is Mr. X chasing you around and punching you with kill punches over and over again all the time. So yeah, I definitely don't have a problem at all with Mr. X being just a licker. That's great. This next part, you actually, you do encounter a licker. And when you blow up the wall there to get the last emblem, but it actually took me a lot of practice before I taught myself to just stop what I was doing and relax. Like, it's very difficult. Now what I'm doing is thinning out the herd. There. And there's going to be a licker that pops down right there. It's a big, this is a huge mess right here because it's 30 seconds. There's a fake licker. Great. Yeah. Great. Need to kill her. There we go. Okay. What do I got here? Okay. Well, or I could just kill him. That's the two options. So, lady head, crossbow, snake. Okay. Okay. 3. There. That is definitely not the way to do that. I just figured why not try to kill them all and see what happens. But what you usually do is just throw a flashbang and then run out the door. I just figured why not? Why not go ahead and just kill them all? Get it out the way. It was wasteful. But it was fun. Okay. Now, you get braver when you know your shots are that damaging, and you know that if you absolutely have to, you can just unload on the liquor and take them down. Now, where the rest of the game was reaching levels of extreme frustration, this next part is the actual first completely insane part of this game, where they really push it too far. And I really don't, when I first played it, I don't know how anyone could even do this next part of the game. It is too hard. Okay, now what you have to do is fight Birkin, but you fight Birkin with dozens of zombies everywhere, dogs everywhere, and eventually Mr. X comes out and comes after you. Of course, in this particular case, it's liquors, and usually I kill Birkin before it ever gets around to the liquor part. But this is a very difficult part of the game. It's extremely difficult. In fact, I might not do it. I might go ahead and quit now. And I'm going to go down here and get the grenade. Oh, I forgot something. I'm going to go back up. I forgot the badge. So I'm going to go down there and get the grenade and get whatever upgrade is in there. And save my game again. Then I'll get armed to the teeth. And why not? I'll show it. I'll show it and then I'll quit. So we've got the grenade. We've got the shotgun choke to add rounds. So we know that our badge is now discardable. Now this door is different. There's actually a turning thing there where you need the whatever, the sewer wrench double-handed turning thing tool to get through there now. And they've changed things around in the sewer big time. Like you need the pawn to get through the secret door that's behind the cabinet. You need all of the pieces, all the chess pieces are scattered everywhere. So that's different too. Oops. That's not my shotgun. There we go. Okay, so now the shotgun can hold more. Okay. I am I'm going to go ahead and heal myself, just to be fully charged up for this. Got the rounds. Now, I don't know if I should use this. I think I'm going to. And I'll use acid rounds. Just to help out a little bit. Actually, I don't know if that's such a good idea to use that, because there's a ton of zombies all over the place, and I don't really know if that will help exactly. I'll think about it. Let's see. Try to remember how I beat this guy. I beat him yesterday, and so I don't have that. I do have some machine guns, but they're really not powerful. Okay, we can get red herb, mixed herb. Probably none of that's necessary, but we definitely want to make shotgun rounds. Okay. Okay, now we got 20. Got 23, we want more of those. Oh yeah, flashbangs. That was something I used a lot. Yeah, because it pauses everyone. Okay. Oh boy. So I'm going to go ahead and save it, and we'll just see how terrible this ends up being. Okay. Yeah. Now you want to be ready for the dogs, because they're a serious problem here. Dog crowd control is one of the most important elements of this fight. There are zombies everywhere, and they're insane.
Boards ain't gonna cut it.
Oh, I forgot. Great. Yeah, I totally forgot. I'm actually going to go ahead and load this, because I totally forgot one of the most important things about this segment that you want to do. Okay, I'm armed to the teeth. Okay, got the grenades. I want to enable, equip the, yeah. This is something I forgot about. I don't know why. But one thing you definitely want to do. Now, if I beat this guy, I'm going to go ahead and quit. because this is way too long of a video anyway. And I recommend everyone give the City of the Hell a try. It's super fun. These mods make it even funner.
Hello?
Nexus Mods has them. And I've seen them in some other places. Now here, you hear the dog, but here you can see these guys. Take care of the zombies that you can actually see and take care of before you even go down there. That's something I forgot to do. Okay, that's 2 of them. But yeah, you want to take out as many of these guys as you possibly can. And someone did this on purpose. They're like, you can line them up to where you have to do some big twisted dance just to reach them. And those first groups are exceedingly dangerous because they're right where you're going to run after you get through Birkin, the first wave of fighting with them. And I think that's most of them. Let me see. Yeah. So yeah, that's the ones you can reach anyway, I think. There's one right there, but I don't think you can reach him. Okay, so now we're gonna flashbang, we're gonna shoot him, then you have to run and do crowd control. Okay. Right. Oh, not fair. Yeah, so as you can see, there's zombies everywhere. There's no escape. I beat him on the first try after I first did this mod. But going outside the little group there, the little safe zone, is what gets you killed. So I think that's good enough for now. I've got a save game here where I can go down and try to take them out later. But this is the City of the Hell, and the mods I used were 100% critical mod, and the Mr. X is a liquor mod, and also let's see, on the last game I did with Christmas light ivies, that was on my last video. Okay, and I did a suspicious cat face on the ink ribbons. There's so many mods out there you can try out with these games. Really cool ones. Some of them are cheesy, some of them are silly. You know, but this one, the City of the Hell, and also the City of the Dead, they completely remake the game from the ground up. It's insanely hard, and it's actually really fun, and it's really challenging. So again, it breathes life back into the game when you've played it hundreds of times, and you just, you know, I was playing this game to the point where beating it was like muscle memory, just like running through the entire game and everything. And this takes all predictableness out of the game, and you have to relearn everything again, and it's a lot of fun. So I'd say give the City of the Hell and City of the Dead a try, and some of these mods if you want to make it a lot funner. And also, my last video, I used the mods in the normal Resident Evil 2 game in hardcore mode. Okay, so and this one also has a less damage mod that's from the creator of the City of the Hell mod, and rather than the 1.5 times damage for the weapons, which you can get from that same place from Nexus mods, I opted for a different damage mod, and you could do whatever, 25%, 50%, or 100% critical damage. You can control the amount of critical damage that your weapon does with the mod that I got. You just pick from different folders and then use something like Fluffy 5000 or whatever. I've noticed lately, I used to just take the files and drag and drop them into my games. But the past few mods that I've tried to use, you can't do that. You actually have to use the mod manager to inject the file into the game. And that's how City of the Hell is. That's how all of the mods I've done recently have been. So they're really, they're doing stuff where files are altered to accept the mods, and you can't just drop things in. So they're not just like, you know, frames and texture packs here. They're actually game modifying mods that have to be injected through a mod manager. So you want to get Fluffy, whatever it is, I think 5000, Fluffy 5000, whatever it's called, the newest Fluffy mod manager. And then when you open some of these mods, make sure to look and see if the different versions of the mod, for instance with the case of the Christmas lights or different lights, IVs, or the critical hits, make sure you don't just put the main folder in Fluffy mod, but actually the folder that you want to use, and drop that in there, and then it will be within the main folder. So for instance with the critical one, there'll be 3 or 4 folders inside the main folder, and whichever one of those you want for your weapon, drop that one into your game folder for Fluffy mod, and then apply it to your game. With the Christmas lights or the light up IVs, tumors, you can pick from several different color variations. Don't just drop the main folder in there, because it won't apply it. So instead, choose the folder that is the color arrangement you want for the IV and drop that in there, and then it will work. And the City of the Hell mod is very large and very complex. It completely changes the game from beginning to end, and it opens up new rooms, it changes areas, changes item locations. A lot of the map areas are changed where you have to approach them differently. So it is the most challenging thing out there right now, and it's a lot of fun. I'm actually, in my real game that I'm playing on here, I am currently fighting the third Birkin phase, where he's got 4 arms, and when you go there, he's actually got 2 G monsters following him around. And it's very clever how they program this mod. If you kill either of those G monsters, instantly he's replaced with half a dozen zombies. And if you kill the zombies, even more zombies. So like for every zombie you kill, 2 or 3 of them come down. So what you have to do is focus all of your damage on the 4-armed third phase Birkin monster, and that's really the only way to handle it. And I've seen pros that play through these games and beat them get whacked on that a dozen times before they beat him. And so that's happening to me. I'm getting killed by that monster over and over again, but I have confidence I'll eventually be able to take him out. Honestly, when I first played Resident Evil 3 Remake, I quit. I mean, I don't rage quit. I don't ever rage quit a game, but I would say I despair quit because I couldn't beat the acid pit nemesis where he's running around and zombies are falling out, and he was just too hard to beat. I just couldn't beat him no matter what. So I stopped. I gave up on the game for a couple of months. Then I was like, okay, I'm going to go give this a try again. You know, I've had a breath of fresh air, got away from the game, played other stuff, and then I went in and I just decided I'm going to laser focus on this and I'm going to take him out. And after I first beat him, I found it easy to beat the last Nemesis incarnation where you blast him with the laser in the lab, and then I unlocked the shop. And a game that I was really frustrated with and I hated, which was RE3 Remake, became one of my favorite games. Once I got the shop, I could get the tokens to raise offense, defense, and the book to increase your dodge. You unlock the Samurai Edge, which is really, really awesome in RE3 Remake. It's my favorite weapon in the game. Eventually you unlock machine guns, a hot dogger flaming knife, just all kinds of cool stuff. You get points every time you beat it, you unlock stuff, and it becomes a really fun game. And there are mods out there now that change RE3 Remake to make it a much larger, wider, it's not so linear. And that's what the main complaint was that RE3 almost felt like it was so short it could have just fit right into RE2 Remake. And it uses the same assets, the same level of graphics, quality, and character models are completely interchangeable with 2 Remake. And so getting a mod to expand RE3 Remake is actually more admirable and more useful, and I think more appropriate for that game, which was easier to reject. Now with RE2, it helps with someone like me who's literally played the game, you know, dozens and dozens of times, beaten it dozens and dozens of times, probably played it, 50 to 100 times, and really put a lot of time into it. I've beaten it so many times, and just being able to, breathe new life into the game. And this is a mod where, you'll play it for another 5 years or more, trying to figure everything out in it because it really is that deep. So more mods for other games that are great or even maybe lackluster. They really fix things up. And I love the way that this does the story of RE2. Like some of it just makes sense. Some of the story changes make more sense than the original story. Things that you wish you could have done in the original game, like going into the cells and finding prizes, or just lots of things. There's so many aspects of this game that make it feel like it's a better story. And there are a couple things that are stupid too. Like I think at the very last boss battle, you're fighting the final Birkin stage before it comes through the back of the train, and it's a totally different thing. It's just a giant eyeball monster or whatever. But you're fighting him with several of the third stage Birkins walking around attacking you. That's impossible, because the one you've been fighting this whole time is a specific mutation that Birkin did to himself. You're not going to find any other ones of that because there's only one Dr. Birkin. That's pretty much the only broken aspect of the mod. Everything else has more answers for how the game is moving and how it's flowing and what's happening in the story. Little things like finding the book on a bookshelf, hidden in a bookshelf. It's not just sitting on the edge of an end table next to the door in the library. Kind of doesn't make sense. It's actually up on a shelf with books, and that makes sense. And there's a lot of stuff like that in this mod. There's things that actually make more sense than the original game, and it makes the story more believable, more coherent. Also, the ability to access areas that are only in Leon's game as Claire or vice versa. The ability to use all or more weapons, have weapons that were never in the original game. More items, more ammo, more ways to play. It's meant for the trickster pros who know how to dodge everything. They can dodge Mr. X. They can kill lickers with knives. Like I saw the other day, a great hint that I never considered trying was luring zombies into the water or into the sewage the waterways and the sewage pathways in the sewer, luring them there, either shooting their legs first and then they crawl into the water to get you, or shooting their legs while they're in the water and they won't get back up. So you're using less ammo, you're not doing headshots, you're not focusing while they're wobbling around and moving around, but you're knocking them down into the sewage and then they're dead. They don't get back up. And that was incredibly smart. So the game without mods, you must use pro tactics or you cannot possibly get anywhere in it. The game with mods, it tests you and it's very difficult, but it's also really rewarding and really fun. And so I'm hoping to beat it pretty soon. And I totally recommend this City of the Hell mod. And I'm getting close to the end in Claire's campaign, and then I'm going to play Leon's just for fun. And thanks to whoever made that mod, because it really does rejuvenate the game. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys try it out. And watch my last video where I showed these mods in the normal game.